Happy Sunday. How you doing? How was your Saturday night? Hope you had fun. Hope you stayed safe. We did. But I'm not bragging. You know, there's certain things you expect from children, not from adults. You expect certain types of behavior, bragging on themselves, you know. Oh yeah. Then you get, oh yeah, my father's better than your father. At one time it was, oh yeah, I got more baseball cards than you, and the way the years of my daughter's era. Oh yeah, I got more Pokemon cards than you. Oh yeah, I got more Hot Wheels cars than you. Oh yeah, I got more Johnny Lightning cars than you. You kind of expect that playground behavior amongst kids. I think it's kind of cute and funny. What I find even more funnier when adults behave even worse than children, especially when it comes to the internet. They need to be popular. They want to make a name for themselves and others. It becomes a way of life. Like to say, I'm doing this for a reason. I'll get to, I will get to at the end of this concerning how, over the past week we had some pretty strange atmospheric conditions in the country. Midwest, South, tornadoes. A lot of heavy snow in some areas up above me. Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont got whacked with a lot of snow. Here we got heavy rain, very heavy wind, coastal flooding. And then down in Jersey, they had that bot quake. What a strange events have been happening. And now, tomorrow, to see clips, a lot of people are losing their fucking minds. I saw in the news they're expecting like 1 million people to show up at Niagara Falls to watch it. I'm like, okay, that's nice. Enjoy the trip. When it starts to get dark around here, they told us, when it's going to start, how long it'll take before it ends. Quite sure I'll see it getting dark. When it's real dark, I'll look out the window. Okay, we'll see him outside. Ambulance. I hope whoever's in it is okay. Or will be okay. You know? Okay, hey, cool eclipse. That's nice. Life goes on. Other people are losing their fucking shit. I'll never see that again. That's nice. you know? Uh, and that's what I'm going to be leading to. This eclipse tomorrow. But I'll talk about a few things in between. On here, I wonder what it takes for some people to just feel good about themselves and be happy in their own skin. This internet, man, I'll tell you, it's going off the fucking rails. Even with Facebook. It just began years ago. I think it's safe to assume that the field of psychiatry has lost a lot of their patients since Facebook and now YouTube, went online. People are no longer sitting in an office where they're talking about their deep personal, sensitive problems in their life with things. Because at one time you didn't want your neighbors to know, you didn't want your own family to know, you didn't want your co-workers to know, and then this comes along, and they're putting it out to the fucking general public. Saves them a fucking trip to a fucking psychiatrist's office or a therapist's office where they should be sitting and talking about these things. They won't get any backlash, any rebuttals. Because it's done the way it should be done, in private. They want to put out all their personal shit and they get pissed off when people talk about it. Whose fault is that? They care about, their subs. I have 247. Am I fucking cool or what? If I was on the bow of the Titanic right now, I'd have my arms out screaming, I'm the king of the world. But for me, I have more important things going on in my life that I enjoy, that I value, that I appreciate a lot more than anything I've ever encountered, I've been involved with on the internet. It's a nice little pastime when there's time to kill. But some people live for this. They need it. They're dependent on it. You get those like Sanford, con man, scam us out for money. bragging on themselves for things they never fucking complete and live up to the claim that they made on the junk vehicle, you know what I mean? Time after time after time after time. And his pickle sniffers just keep believing him. Here we are, a quarter of the way into this year. What's he done with any of his claims he put out for New Year's for his 2024 projects? What's he done? All he did was move to a smaller shop because he couldn't afford the bigger shop. That's the only real, you know, thing that's happened in his fucking life has had any impact on him. His views keep going down and down. And, you know, this subject has come up many times. This went on back in Facebook, you know. The page thing was a big thing at one time. That's kind of died out. They got to get so many likes on their page. People are buying likes. They're not real people. There are sites you can find on the internet. I know one guy that did it. It was 50 likes or $50, $1 a like. He paid so much money, and overnight he had like 300 more likes on his page. They're not real people. It's just a number that magically inflates, you know. On here, people can buy subs. YouTube's aware of it. They've been cracking down on it. They've been going after channels that they see that the activity doesn't seem to line up, you know, with views versus, you know, subs. And they're wondering where all these subs are. Like with Sam for 350,000 subs. What does he get for views? In the teens of thousands at times, 20s, 30s. On a good pop, he might hit 40 or 50. You know, was all the rest of these over 300,000 subs? Where were all these subs? And a lot of people had said early on when he started making it, when he was like making a little bit of money again, he was reinvesting it in his channel, purchasing more subs to make that number look bigger, to make himself look more important. You know, but some things they say, they don't jive, man. Something is really wrong here, you know. He's dependent on views, you know. He lives for this. I mean, besides this and potting out and flipping junk vehicles, that's what he's always done. That still goes on behind the scenes. That never stopped. That's all he's ever been good at. Besides conning people on here, making himself out to be some big-time nitro guy that was a nobody and big car guy that, you know, he never owned a garage, transmission shop, not even a gas station with a couple of pumps and 2 lifts doing brake jobs and tune-ups, installing shocks and mufflers and oil changes. Coffee shop, bankrupt. Hookah bar, bankrupt. Started his own magazine, 3 issues, bankrupt, failed. He had a junk potting out business too, and he got to Tennessee. That failed too. He said, "Oh no, it didn't fail. I lost my lease." Or he started doing it out of his house, and then Storage Rocker City. He was doing it at his world global headquarters. Still doing it to this day. I hear he's already cluttering up the landscape there with his junk cars and pots laying around and shit. You know, making a mess out of that place. Then you get the ones that, you know, should I mention a name? They're fucking attention starved. They should be sitting in a psychiatrist's office rather than putting out all this shit on here. You know, having heart attacks, making excuses, going into full-blown mental meltdowns right here in the general public, you know, showing how emotionally unstable they are, contradicting themselves, being hypocrites, saying they don't care, but then they obviously do care when they melt down like that, saying they don't care about subs, but at the end of every one of their videos, like and subscribe, like and subscribe. Some even put banners up, you know, subscribe to my channel. They need attention, they crave attention. And I bet you're wondering where I'm going with this. Well, it made me think. Well, now we have another atmospheric condition that will be happening tomorrow with this total solar eclipse. And it made me think about something. Remember that movie? Kurt Russell, Escape from New York. Escape from LA was lame. Sequels, sometimes Hollywood doesn't know when to leave well enough alone. They're going to do a sequel and a reboot, and they just fuck it all up. You know what I mean? The first one, Escape from New York, was pretty cool. At the end, hits that EMP, everything goes dead. Life as we know it no longer exists. No electricity, no nothing. You know, people are back to chopping wood to make a fire to stay warm in the winter. People are walking or riding horses or animals once again to get to where they got to go because you can't use a car anymore. To entertain yourself, you had to read a book by candlelight. You know, life changed forever. And it made me think, what would happen to you motherfuckers that are on there just, scamming for money? You attention-starved motherfuckers. They need your attention and sympathy. What the fuck would you guys do if, for some strange reason tomorrow during this total eclipse, something happens and the internet gets knocked out? No more internet at all. You'd have your cars and power and this and that, but just no internet. For whatever reason, they can't figure it out and it will never be restored. No more internet for the rest of your life. What would you motherfuckers do? Huh? What would a guy like Sanford do? I can picture him walking around fucking neighborhoods with boxes of hats and t-shirts. Hey, you want to buy a hat? You want to buy a t-shirt? Hey, you know who I am? Look, hey, hey, look, I have autographed pictures of myself. $10, $10. You want one? Tell me how great I am. Come on, tell me how great I am. I can picture this other guy, wandering around moping with a head down, going up to strangers. Ask me why I'm depressed. Walking into places and talking about how his leg is fat and hurts. Now he can't breathe. Looking for sympathy and attention. You guys are fucked, man. You guys are fucked. The rest of us, our life goes on. But I find this shit funny. How can it not be funny when adults do these things? I can imagine some things. I can try to imagine some things. Other things I can never begin to imagine. What it's like for a guy like Sanford. Gets up, he's going to think about what kind of video he can put up without having to actually do anything of any importance, not having to assemble anything, build anything, and be able to talk about something he hopes he will captivate his pickle sniffer's mind, and they'll want to watch it, even though he's pretty much talking a lot about nothing. You know what I mean? Just hoping to get those views in and do the calculations, see how much money he made, because he's dependent on it. Like this other guy too that wakes up so fucking depressed and lonely and miserable that he's got to think about what he can do to get people, to tell him, it's okay, we support you, we support you, we like you. Can we send you some power tools and food and clothes and maybe some money, Maybe buy some boom boxes off you, or a girl's bicycle, or a Hot Wheels car if you can part with all those precious items. You know what I mean? If that'll help you out, get attention. Don't you feel good about yourself? Don't you feel good in your own skin? Is that what it takes to make you happy? Looking at your channel and seeing you got a few more subs here and there. Is that what it takes? Tells me you don't have a fucking life. Maybe if some of you people put a little more emphasis in your life. I can always speak for myself. I appreciate my life. I'm a pretty happy guy. Not because of YouTube or Facebook or Instagram or Snap. This whole internet thing, man, I tell you. You got that, TikTok now? That shit is fucked up, man. It's just people that want attention. A lot of hot girls and wearing very little, jump roping, big titties. I saw one like 15-second, these two hot chicks just walking down the street with real short shorts, big titties, no bras, Like 5 seconds of them just walking. Then it ends. What's the point of that? They just want to see how many likes they'll get and how many comments they'll get of guys telling them how hot they are. People doing real fucked up shit. And some of it's dangerous. I understand some people are getting fucking seriously injured and killed trying to do some stupid ass fucking stunt just to get attention on TikTok. It seems like in many ways we have an attention-starved society in many ways. People just need attention. And I wonder, aren't you happy in your own skin? Don't you have, last night we went out once again, we got together with the crew, had some fun today. Auntie Billy's got to work. I'll drop by both my daughter's houses to get to see my Benjamin. And I get to pat my Benjamin, I won't get to see him. I get to pat my daughter's belly. He'll be here in about 5 weeks. Then I'll stop and see my other daughter. I'll get to see my grandson, Artemis. Auntie Billy will come in later tonight. We hang out. We do things. We visit people. They visit us. We have our weekend get-togethers. When there are things to look forward to in life, the internet, it's not very important. It's not a necessity in our life. Free time, you kill, cool. You know, go for it. You know, I hear people get mad at me. Oh, what, you got something against people wanting to make money on here? No. I got a problem with con men, scammers. I believe in an honest day's pay for an honest day's work. These guys aren't doing an honest video with anything showing anything of any real worth or value. Look at fucking Charlie the Tuner and the Crypt Keeper, all their exotic. You think any of these motherfuckers on there watching this shit's actually going to go and do that? They want to learn how to do that because they plan on doing it? No, they're not going to do it. They don't have the time, the money, the experience, the know-how. They'll never do it. They're just watching shit and going, half it. Most of it's going over their fucking head. These guys know that. They're just doing it, hoping to get views to make a buck. With their claims, too, and that Save the Children 318, man, you motherfuckers, you guys so fucking low you'd have to reach up to scratch a snake's belly. I say it before, and I'll keep saying it. Using sick, suffering, dying children at St. Jude's as a hook, an angle, an agenda. To build a channel and get fucking views to put money in your fucking pocket. Can't get any fucking lower than that. And people don't care. Many people are aware of it, and they'll keep watching, and those views are going to keep putting money in their pockets. Something's going on down here, man. That's a second ambulance. It's not good. Got the other ones that, instead of going to see a psychiatrist, they put up a video showing how fucking batshit crazy they are, and then they melt down emotionally like a stick of butter in the Sahara Desert. They got the emotional stability of a bag of rats in a fucking meth lab, like some people. Should I mention names? And they put all their personal shit out, expose exactly how fucked up they are, and then don't like the feedback. Know what I mean? Well, hey, whose fault is that? If you don't tell someone you shit your pants, no one's going to call you poopy pants. You know what I mean? But they put things out that they shouldn't. They can't keep things to themselves, and the reason is they'll even resort to that just to get some attention and sympathy, and it makes me wonder. Now we get to the grand finale of this Happy Sunday video. I had mentioned about what happened at the end of Escape from New York with Kurt Russell. Life changed forever. Wouldn't it be funny if some strange reason this total solar eclipse tomorrow knocked out the internet forever? How many lives would change? And how many of us would carry on and continue to enjoy living without YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat? Oh, damn it. These poor girls on Instagram, all these hot girls, wearing very, very, very little, and, hoping to be discovered, maybe get into the porn industry so they can quit their day job at Walmart or Burger King, you know what I mean? They're going to become famous and get discovered. They're doing it for attention. Just see how many guys will tell them how hot they are. I don't think that's going to happen tomorrow with this total eclipse. But I think it would be pretty fucking cool if it did. And I know I would have one more reason to laugh my ass off at you motherfuckers on here that would not know what to fucking do with yourself in your life because you don't have a fucking life. Okay, how's that? Have a great Sunday. Have fun. Stay safe. Catch up with you again.